on to the next topic. As you can see here, it's another villainous role, potentially, this time in Aquaman 2. Peter Mayhew. Fucking terrible. Terrible, man. It comes to me. Another villain. I don't know how I forgot Peter Mayhew's name. That is absolutely shocking. Huge Star Wars fan. And he was a larger-than-life guy as the periphery figures of that cast. So that was terrible from me. I can remember Jonas Satamo, but I can't remember Peter Mayhew. Absolutely shocking. But it doesn't matter. We're not speaking about my memory here. We're speaking about movie news. As you have there, Pilou Asbaek, that's how I'm going to pronounce it, has been cast, not is, in the up-and-coming Aquaman 2, where by all accounts Jason Momoa has had the upper hand when it comes to crafting the experience of this movie. He admitted that he went to the studio and he asked them to incorporate some of his ideas into it, at the very least, if not completely take on his vision for the movie, and they were absolutely overwhelmed, happy with the vision he had presented them. So it's going to be Jason Momoa's vision, and that gives me sort of parallels to Ryan Reynolds stepping on Tim Miller's shoes and giving us his vision for Deadpool 2, and it being an absolute success. One of the rare sequels that actually pops, and it could arguably there you go, arguably, can't fucking speak tonight. It was arguably better than the original movie, that's what I'm saying. It's very late, it's 10:12 AM here, you must bear with me. This could be the same here, man. We could have a very successful Aquaman 2. Aquaman 1 was fantastic, just Aquaman. It was a great movie. I was just watching it recently. I loved that movie. It had a great cast. Like Sir Patrick Wilson and William Dafoe and the forgetful Amber Heard, who I want fucking out of this movie, this second movie. But we'll get into that, I'm sure. This movie didn't deserve to wait 4 years for a sequel. It should have been done a lot quicker. But it seems to be that DC just are infamous for delaying sequels. We never did get a Man of Steel 2. It took a long time to get Wonder Woman 1984. It went on the streaming service. It didn't do great, did it? Now we've got the same setup with this. It deserved better. But it's getting better now because Pilou Asbaek, and I hope that's how you say his name, anyone that's watched Game of Thrones will know that this guy was absolutely brilliant as Euron, was it? Euron Greyjoy? I don't know if it was Euron Greyjoy. Did it say here who he played in? What his name was? Was it Euron Greyjoy? I think it was Euron Greyjoy. And he was a villainous little slimy shit in that, cocky, very sure of himself, and he was absolutely stupendous as a watch in that. He almost made the last 2 seasons of that. I'm pretty sure he was in the second last season watchable. So I am excited that this guy's coming back in a villain, potentially villainous role. He's going to be a villain, isn't he? Let's be honest. They even suggest who he can play as a villain in this. I'm going to go straight to that. As you can see here, this is coming from Collider, and they're saying, I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. Middle of the paragraph, it's probably safe to assume that Asbaek is portraying a villain, considering the bad guy pedigree he's earned from his roles in Game of Thrones and the Nazi zombie flick Overlord. That was magnificent, that movie. Anyone that's seen that or hasn't seen that, you need to watch that. I think that was J.J. Abrams' production company who made Overlord. It was superb, a sort of zombie World War II thing, and Pilou was absolutely amazing in that as well. He's just got the villainous stripes down. He's like Gary Oldman, he's like the aforementioned Mads Mikkelsen, a brilliant actor who just seems to feel at ease in the villainous roles. And they say that he could potentially play, this guy's going out in a sort of a limb and saying that he could play Scavenger in Aquaman, who he says is a villain not unlike Yahya Abdul-Mateen's Black Manta. A scavenger is essentially a salvage driver obsessed with stealing Atlantean technology, I can't speak, and selling it on in the black market. He'd be a good fit, he says, alongside Black Manta and Stephen Shin. Look, man, I'm excited about this news. I'm just keen to get this movie out and get it made and watch it. I love Jason Momoa. I think he's a larger-than-life guy. He deserved better. He should have had this sequel out already. But I'm sure it'll be absolute dynamite when it comes. And just casting guys again like this, it bodes well for the movie. Like I says with Indiana Jones 5, you have to aid the guy. Guys like Jason Momoa in their performance, you have to make life easy for them, working alongside other like-minded individuals, other talented actors. And the poor guy already has to work alongside Amber Heard, which must be absolute hell on earth because she is just fucking deplorable. Let's make his life easier by bringing in guys like Pilou. I'll get into Amber very quickly. I will not watch this movie unless this fucker gets dealt with in some way. She gets kicked to the curb. At the very least, gets reprimanded. I don't like her. It turns my stomach that she's actually involved in this movie. I hated the way that Warner Brothers dealt with the situation. I didn't mind them getting rid of Johnny Depp. That's absolutely fine. He's bad publicity, despite the fact that I think he's innocent. He is bad publicity. But you can't be hypocritical and get rid of Johnny and then leave Amber in there. She is a two-sided, part of that two-sided argument, part of that two-sided bad publicity. You keep her in there, but you get rid of Johnny. That is wrong for me. Oh, I'm probably lying. I probably will watch the movie. I'm talking shite whether she's in there or not. Let's just hope she has got a smaller role, though. That's what I'm saying. I want her dealt with. But look, that's a little tangent. That's an aside. Happy to see Pilou coming back in another role. This guy, he's working alongside, who's he working alongside? I read it earlier. He's working alongside someone huge. And Sly Stallone. He's working alongside Sly Stallone in another movie. So this guy's getting lots of work and I'm happy. He's a great actor. And hopefully he is playing a villain. And hopefully it is Scavenger. Because that's ripe. He's a slimy snake in Game of Thrones. And if he's playing a slimy, snaky sort of scavenger figure who Arthur, a.k.a. Aquaman, has to deal with, then that's happy days, man. That'll play out well on the screen. And he's just perfect for it. But I'm going to move on.